Hello everybody, once again this is AikawaKazu and welcome to the level 50 Blade Dancer pure PVE skill build guide as well as info. So why the additional info? Because I'm going to show you guys the comparison between some skills at level 1, 6 and 11 if level 11 is possible at 50 cap. So before we go into all that little gritty details, we'll first look at the Kali tree. And the focus here will be to get that 45 SP so you can learn your ultimate skill for the Dancer tree. So 45 SP is the minimum requirement for you to learn your Inner Fire or Storm of Irenia. So you want to get a 45 SP down, and how you want to get it, this will be a very generic one where you spend 11 points in Spirit Blow, Mental Mastery or Mind Conquer max, which is our MP recovery, HP Mastery maxed, and all those turning step and timing goes max here. These are your escape skills. Ghost Kick very useful for your Twinkle Spin landing to reduce the landing animation to be faster, or rather not reduce, make it faster. Phantom Guard level 4 definitely needed. Genie doesn't cost any SP, and this is how you reach your 45 SP here. So any variations you can do, yes, definitely you can. You can remove the Spare Needle if you feel that for PvE it's useless, which indeed it is at level 1. You can remove it and add the skill points to Mental Mastery, which you can get Mental Mastery at 4. But just FYI, with level 1 MP Mastery, Mental Mastery and level 3 Mind Conqueror, I do not have any issues with MP in PvE Nest Dungeon so far, but if you are a player that wants to do some PvP as well or ladder, then you might want to max your Mental Mastery and Mind Conqueror here. Even in 60 cap, PvP or PvE builds will actually max this because this actually helps them hit that 45 SP. So let's not talk about 60 cap first because now it's 50 cap. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what a pure PvE build should look like, and definitely want to use that skill point, so reach that 45 SP. So let's move to the Dancer tree, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what are the skills that you must learn and you must max. So of course you're going to learn your Inner Fire because that's your prerequisite to learn your Blade Dancer skills. And you want to learn all the way down to the General Dunblade. Then we look at the Aesthetic Dance tree. So Aesthetic Dance max, this is what gets you into raids. The Aesthetic Dance Part 2 Dark Elf buff, especially because it gives you a party, not just you, a finish attack like buff, and it does not have the HP requirement unlike the Gladiator finish attack where it only works when the boss or the monster is below 60% HP, while the Dark Elf will just start at the beginning as long as the HP reduction of the enemy is done. So every percent of HP reduced will give you additional 0.75% damage up to a maximum of 70% damage. So this is very good for learn phase, like using with Beyond Time and Spirit Boost, as it lasts for 15 seconds as well. So if you ask why should I max Aesthetic Dance if I'll be using the Dark Elf, well, if you are soloing dungeon sometimes you might want to have that Orc Spirit summon to give you that heal. So level 3 definitely gives you more heals, so definitely want to get it. 2.4% max HP per heal and 6,000 for every second. So, and this works for your party members as well, so if they need heals and you do not have a priest, then the Orc Spirit actually can help. So last but not least, the Aesthetic Dance Part 3. So this buff, I'm not too sure if it's helpful, maybe probably in Green Dragoness to increase your party's max HP. Could be very useful here, especially in a phase where your players can be killed by some very hard hitting skills like maybe Karhan in Green Dragoness. So this part might be very useful as well, so I'm just going to max it for PvE. This is what gets you into raids. So we look at the next skill that you must max. Here, I wouldn't say max, but at least get to a decent level. Here is Breeze Core Dance. Why level 6? Because at level 6 the final damage bonus increased, or rather it's increased by 10% from 40 to 50%. So you want to get the Breeze Core Dance to level 6 at least. If you want to get it to level 8, basically you only get a benefit of 1% more HP recovered and 2% more damage reduced, which I don't find very useful in that sense, especially if you want to try and max other skills for higher DPS. So I'm just going to keep it at 6 for now. 6 is the minimum level you want to get for Breeze Core Dance for Blade Dancer. So the next two skills we'll max will be our level 32 skills here for PvE. You can watch the short clip of both skills at level 7 and enjoy the damage that they can do. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the short clip of the Elegant Storm and General Dunblade at level 7, and you will both know that the damage will be huge. So the next thing that you want to ask yourself is how much SP you want to invest into skills like Sufi Dancer, or should I add in Daily Drill, or also known as Refreshing Screw because DNC actually changed the name. I know you guys are pretty unhappy that the name is changed, same as me, but as a Blade Dancer, you want to add most of your skill points in the Blade Dancer sub-tree. Why? Because you get the additional 10% increase for your final damage for all these skills here that benefits from your pre-score dance, especially skills like your Squall Flaker, your Hurricane Gust, also known as Gust Dementia, and your Graze Dance EX. So let me just get my Graze Dance to level 6 first, since that's the minimum to learn the EX. And there we go. So after you look at that skill build like this, where else should you add? So I'm going to tell you guys, since we are using pre-score dance, you want to add as many skill points in your Blade Dancer tree. So Daily Drill and Twinkle Spin, you guys want to get it at least to level 6, and by now, if you do not know, all skills in T4 skill build actually increases exponentially at level 6, 11 and 16, which is why 6 is actually a magic number. So we get both of these skills to level 6 since we'll be using pre-score dance alongside all these skills to do maximum damage. And ask yourself, why not add Sweet Circle as well? Why not add Graze Dance to level 11 instead? So when you add your Twinkle Spin and your Daily Drill to level 6, and before I move on, let's look at the difference between level 1 Twinkle Spin and level 6, as well as level 1 Daily Drill and level 6 Daily Drill. I hope you guys see that the damage difference is pretty significant for these two skills, so you definitely want to get them both to level 6. So let's come back to our question that I mentioned earlier on. Do you want to get Graze Dance level 11? Or can we add those skill points somewhere else? But the big question is, where else? And if it's somewhere else, is it worthwhile? So the next place that you might look at is this skill, known as Sufi Dancer, where you summon 4 Sufi Dancers in front and they spin quickly in all directions. So this skill looks like it's going to do a lot of DPS, correct? Because these trees or these spirits actually dance for quite a while. So I'm going to show you guys level 1 Sufi Dancer and level 6 Sufi Dancer. So now that you guys have watched level 1 Sufi Dancer and level 6 Sufi Dancer, you still do not know whether you should add level 6 Sufi Dancer, correct? So what is the payoff? The payoff is this. If you do not add Sufi Dancer to level 6, you can actually get your Graze Dance to level 11, but the big question is that worthwhile? So you're looking at level 11 Graze Dance, EX, and level 1 Sufi Dancer, or level 6 Graze Dance with level 6 Sufi Dancer. I know you guys will be like, ain't got time for maths, so definitely Kazu has done the maths for you. So I've done the quick maths for the two combinations that I told you just now, and Graze Dance level 6 with level 6 Sufi Dancer will have 12.5% more damage than your level 11 Graze Dance with Sufi Dancer level 1. So if you want a pure PVE build right now, this is what you will need to add. So how can you go more pure PVE here? You can. I mean you can't, because unless you want to take away skills like Misstep, which is a mobility skill, I would say is pretty useful and will be useful in PvP, as well as you get an extra relief if you use the right plate. So if you really want to go pure, super pure PvE, you can actually remove this and add another 3 skill points somewhere else. So where else can you add? Well, you can add your Graze Dance to level 9, which is not that useful, and you can add your Twinkle Spin to, you can't get it to 9 as well. So technically not adding misstep means that you're just losing out on a mobility skill, so this is why you can't go any more pure PvE than this. So is it worthwhile to take away General Dunblade and Sufi Dancer and then shift all those skill points all the way to get all your Graze Dance 11, Physical level 6 or 11, and then Twinkle Spin level 6, all these things down here? So I've tested and it's not worthwhile. Why? Because of a very simple reason of the existence of Illusion Dance. So let's say you have Breeze-Core Dance, the duration is only 8 seconds. You can't cast all these skills in 8 seconds. And we're not talking about using skills like Hurricane Gust, which actually takes like, I would say 3-4 seconds to cast. That's like half your Breeze-Core Dance duration. But the counter argument comes where casting Breeze-Core Dance means that your Illusion Dance is on cooldown. Yes, that makes sense, but there will be times where you cast Breeze-Core Dance, or rather, skills like Elegant Storm, Baby Drill, and Twinkle Spin will be on cooldown, and you do not have your Hurricane Gust start because it's 32 seconds cooldown as well. So what most people do will be to combine Breeze-Core Dance with a combination of Hurricane Gust and some fast skills, followed by Breeze-Core Dance with Elegant Storm and maybe Graze Dance. And then they find themselves that the cooldown for these skills are still not off yet. This is where the Illusion Dance come in for your Sufi Dancer and General Dunblade. They are good filler skills and they get that 40% increase in damage as well. So imagine not taking this whole tree, you are losing 40% increase in damage for 2 hard hitting skills. So this is why I mean by not going pure Blade Dancer or the left side of the tree. So if you really want a pure PvE, I would say high DPS build, this is definitely the way to go. I think you can do some more tweaking here, maybe get your General Dunblade and your Elegant Storm to level 6 and then add points somewhere, but I think not. This is probably what I've arrived to after brainstorming for quite a while, so this will be my PvE skill build for the Blade Dancer. So I just almost to tell you guys about the next question that you might ask me. So will this skill build be carried over to 60 cap? Well, the answer honestly is no. Why no? Because when you reach 60 cap, you can further level your skills like Mental Mastery and your Mind Conquer to a higher level. That's 2 skill points there. As well as your HP Mastery. That's 3 skill points there. So technically you need to spend 3 more skill points in your Kali tree, which will bring it to 48 SP. So if you want to maintain that minimum 45 SP, you will need to skill reset at level 60, and God, let's pray that we do get a free skill reset at level 60, because many of us want to attain their best PvE build for 50 cap, like the one that I just mentioned to you guys. You'll have to skill reset for the best build in 60 once again. So why you need to reset as well? Because Sufi Dancer, you might not want to add it to level 6 at 60 cap if you want to max skills like Baby Drill, Elegant Storm. You can still max your General Dunblade at level 60, so what I'll do here is I'll be sharing with you guys my pure PvE build for the level 60 cap. So you can compare or click on the link below the description of the video, or if you just want to pause on the video to look at the image later on, you can do so, but I think clicking the link will be better for you guys. So do go check out the level 60 pure PvE build that I made that basically has the same concept as what I mentioned for this video so far. So if you guys enjoyed this video and the info that I've given so far, and definitely I'll do the other 3 videos for the Spirit Dancer, and the Spirit Dancer guide will be very similar to this, where you'll add everything will be the same, but you'll get your Illusion Dance to 6 and your Breeze-Core Dance to 1, and you won't get your Twinkle Spin to 6 or your Illusion to 6, you'll get your Abolisher to 6. Actually not Abolisher, so the Spirit Dancer one will be a bit different, and hope you guys will look forward to those 3 videos. I'll be pretty busy with events for the next 4 days, so I'm going to try to come up with 1 skill build guide or video every day. Hopefully it's going to be hard, but I'm going to see what time the event ends. I'll actually be at Funan in Singapore for the Avatar Stars and some Dragon X events for the next 4 days, so hope you guys bear me for this moment. And of course I'll be providing a link to the skill build that I mentioned in this video as well. So to help me out, please like this video, share it to your friends if you want to, so they can learn more about the Blade Dancer skill build, and look forward to the next 3 videos in the next 3 days. Thanks for watching once again, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Can actually drag him towards a wall at least. Guess not. But definitely very useful. So Hurricane Gust. I'm rolling into deep. This is definitely one skill. I'm not too sure about how strong is the super armor breaking effect. If it's high, it's not. I mean, it's quite easy to be used.